Hey everybody, it's your boy SergDragon. Welcome back to another edition of the Heavens Monsters podcast. With me today is Chris Pitre.
Too sweet.
Yeah, buddy. Today we'll be covering Impact Wrestling on March 17th of 2020. So let's go. In this event, we actually have a clip playing back to when Eddie Edwards and Michael Elgin were fiercely fighting in their rubber match to decide who would win the Call Your Shot trophy. Both already claiming that they're going to take on Tessa Blanchard for the world title at Rebellion. Ultimately, once again, ending in a controversy where Michael Elgin had him in a submission hold, but he quickly reversed it where his shoulders were on the mat. And on the exact time of the three, Eddie Edwards is tapping out. So we had two referees in the ring, one calling Eddie Edwards the winner, one calling Michael Elgin the winner. Even the management in the back had to come out and say, what happened? What's the verdict? No, it's this one. He won. Both of the competitors are just leaning on the ropes waiting for this decision. Here comes Tessa Blanchard saying that I'll settle this real quick. I'll fight you both at Rebellion. So it would be a triple threat. With that information, it's literally already posted that we would have a triple threat, and everybody has eyes on this match as to how it will go down. What are your thoughts on that, bro? I didn't get your thoughts earlier. You haven't been here for a while, so please.
Yeah. Tessa Blanchard is a fighting champion. And, but do she know what she got herself into?
Oh, I think she does. She's fighting champion, so like you said.
You got a Canadian beast, Michael Elgin, and a insane psychopath, Eddie Edwards.
Insane psychopath, yeah. So who are you voting for to win? Tessa, Edwards, or Elgin?
Tessa.
Here you go. Yeah, there you go. I was hoping somebody would say that, but I really don't have a favorite in this. Powerhouse, Crazy House. we got some backseat comment, criticism right here. You need to raise your voice, bro. I see you. I see she's giving it the thumb up. That's my mom. She's in the background. She doesn't want to be in here. Anyway, we have, let's see, what are the titles on the line?
Tag titles?
No, they were not. It would be Impact World Championship I said that wrong. World Champion Tag Team, Impact World Tag Team Champions. The North of Ethan Page and Josh Alexander going up against TJP and Falaba. But sadly in this match, they didn't get the job done. And it was a good match, bro. It was back and forth. They kept countering. We don't know how this was going to end. And it ended with Falaba being dropped from the top of the rope, ultimately ending in the TJP and Falaba losing the match, the North retaining their title. How you feel about that?
It sucks. I wanted the TJP and Falaba to win, but it didn't happen.
Yeah, instead of getting bah, 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 we got bah, bah. That sucks. Next up, we have Chris Bay making his debut in Impact Wrestling, going up against Damian Drake. Simple enough, Chris Bay wins his debut match. How do you feel about that?
Chris Bay got his first win. That means he's undefeated.
Do you have any history on this guy? You are the one who watches all sorts of other wrestlings that I've never even heard of. Besides Ring of Honor, you also see other stuff. So, have you heard about this Chris Bay?
No.
I'm just asking. You're the guy. You're the guy.
I heard all the wrestlers, but not Chris Bay. He like to use his finisher maneuver, the Babyster.
Babyster?
Yeah.
Bam! Leg drop.
Yeah, springboard leg drop.
Big ass leg drop. You got that ass and the hits and the thighs landing on the guy's back of the neck and head. John Cena did that one time on the top rope. That was a type of famouser. Next up, we have an interesting faction made. Courtesy of the fact of what's been going on with Rob Van Dam's wife, especially on Twitter, and the criticism of her being so sexy, they call her a slut. That because of that internet media hate, she is actually questioning her own sex appeal and body to the point that Joey Ryan comes in and they come out together in a weird wardrobe, except Rob Van Dam. He's in his wrestling gear. We would have Rob Van Dam, Joey Ryan, and Katie Forbes coming out as the new faction known as Cancel Culture. Trying to literally tell people that they are not going to give them the satisfaction of their bodies and just give them the actual wrestling match they deserve. I was like, that was right. How do you feel about that?
I will say, I don't want to see your body. I would like to see the women's body.
like her?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a 10 in my mind. Mm-hmm. You lucky Ram Van Dam. Were they in the match? I don't think so.
Yeah, they were in the match.
Well, who were they? Oh, the Deaners. They fought the Deaners, and they beat them. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
Next up, Daga goes up against Jake Chris. And ultimately, we're trying to speed this up because he's got to get home. Daga wins the match. How do you feel about that?
Good for Daga. Bad for OB.
Yep. Oh, and here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, I was questioning how the setup was going. Because they said tonight would be Ken Shamrock, who would actually make an announcement on his career. I was like, oh man, is he going to retire? Then they interview him on how he's going to make his announcement. He's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I was called in for an announcement. I'm just confused. I'm like, wait, what? He's not making an announcement? What the hell? Yeah. And then my gears in my head started to roll. I'm like, wait, is this a setup?
No.
Is this good or bad? Bad would mean that he was going to get jumped. Good, and I was thinking on the best scenario, he becomes a TNA Impact Hall of Famer. I was right. They had a promo and everything. They literally went back to when he was in the WWE days. He was the first to make The Rock, Dwayne The Rock Johnson, tap out. I did not know that. Did you?
I did.
Oh yeah, I figured you would. Because this was during the time I didn't have cable, so I couldn't watch Raw. I had UPN on SmackDown. So I had basic TV. So you and everybody, other guys of the Heaven Monsters podcast were able to watch this. I didn't. I missed out on that. That was a history of Raw I missed out on. So I did not know that. And he was the first one to really make MMA a thing that later became UFC. He was the first TNA champion. So this guy is a history maker. I'm surprised they don't sell his name more. But damn, he was like, oh, the face on him was priceless to know that he was inducted into the TNA Hall of Fame. So he's going to get his ring soon. But then, also, they didn't mention this. They assumed they found the hacker of the ICU with this little logo thing. Q-scan, whatever you call it. They found him. It's freaking...
Sammy Callahan.
No, it's not Sammy Callahan. No. This was earlier. This is the guy who was in the casino. And it was none other than Brian Cage's brother. The priest, the proster guy. He's like, man, I was just looking for my brother. Get him out of here! But yeah, prior to what you said, the person who then comes out of that signal, we already know who it was because of the fact that we were seeing his figure, the face, and then all of a sudden, he lit something in his hand. It was a fireball in the face of Ken Shamrock. His face and his eye. Oh, getting a flash of fire in your face of that big, right in your pupils, is bad. I cannot tell. Oh, shit. I never had that done on me. I don't want that done. That hurts when you have that much heat in your eyeballs. A flash of light. So many levels. That hurts. That was real. That was real. Ow. The medical, Impact Wrestling, get the medical insurance policy ready, because he's going to need it. And the one who did it, as he said, was the return of Sami Callihan, the death machine, the draw, what do you want to call him? The douchebag, the bastard. He's back. And honestly, I thought he was going to come right behind Tessa Blanchard. No, he goes after Ken Shamrock. So I guess that's where Ken Shamrock's next opponent is. He's going to be Sami Callihan. And rightfully so, because the last person Ken Shamrock beat was the Madman Fulton. So how's your 2 cents on that?
Well,
speak up.
It sucks because Ken Shamrock didn't see it coming.
Nobody did.
Yeah, Sami Callihan had a fireball thrown in his face. It was so dangerous.
Here's your drink. I'm going for mine. I might as well go for yours. Damn. You thirsty? I heard that chug. Did this recording heard that chug? Did you hear that chug? Yeah, I'm looking at you, Ma. I'm looking at you. She's telling us to wrap it up, which is true. So go ahead, finish what you were saying.
And I hope the medical staff will let us know what his condition. So.
Oh, that's something else we got to look at too. Is Twitter. See what Sami Callihan said. Damn. Anything else?
That's it.
All right. Shout out to our fellow brethren of the Heavens Monsters podcast. We got Xavier Hill, Mike Henry, and Andre Mitchell. A link to those 3 YouTube pages or channels will be in the descriptions down below, as always. And remaining shout out to T-Money, Brene, Pharaoh, Delvin, and of course, Chris Pitre right here. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. You didn't? Give it a thumbs down. Hit that subscribe button, like the content, and hit that notification bell for the next Heaven Monsters podcast. I'm SergDragon. This is Chris Pitre, and we'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Peace.